Hey, welcome to Rest Shade Update. My name's Jackie Bros.
Folks, people, it's Dunlap. Jackie, help me remember the last thing we talked about on this podcast about the news.
It's 3 damn weeks ago. That's like how many, 20 elections back.
We had 20 elections since then?
I
Did
wish.
Trump win them all?
Probably. He may maybe have trouble winning this one, I guess. I don't know.
But 3 weeks ago, I thought he was a shoo-in. Like Biden?
That was when he got shot in the ear.
Yes.
And that was when Biden. Then his ear got better, and Biden dropped out, and everything's changed. Everything that was up is down, and down is up, and never which other way.
Did Biden drop out, or was he? Would you say that's a forced out?
That's a forced out. But, sometimes you got to be forced out. He's forced on good, don't you think?
What? How's it for his own good? He was the president.
But, just...
He can't get them good president doctors no more. He's going to have to go to the emergency room like everybody else.
No, you still get good president doctors long after, yeah.
I mean, he better do all that bike riding now, is all I'm saying.
I think that theory about good, that good president doctors may be out the window ever since, what's his name in Texas, Ronnie Jackson?
But he ain't the doctor no more.
No, but it was.
Well, who's the doctor now?
I don't know who it is now. Probably somebody awful about 4 years from now.
They keep it secret, maybe.
Well, you should keep it secret. That's what it should be. Doctors,
secret doctor.
Well, president's doctor. You don't want the whole world knowing that.
Do they see other people too?
I don't know how it works.
Other patients?
I guess you're kind of on call all the time, ain't you?
You got your hands full. I'm gonna be honest. With Trump or Biden.
Either one of them, there's a lot going on there for a lot of different things. But anyhow, whether for his own good or whether it was disgraceful and, terrible to do to a man who served his country for so many years, however you want to look at it, things are looking pretty good right now, I guess, because of it.
That's the worst part is if they force you out, and you'll be like, well, I hope you know what you're doing. I just, I'm here if you change your mind. And then the party keeps going.
Just keeps on going.
Like, I guess I'll be right outside if y'all need me to come back in here.
Who was Biden? Who was it again? Like, that's the only person still talking about Biden right now is Trump. That's it.
They're buddies.
There's nobody else talking about Biden. You remember back in when, he's doing his rallies, and I had in Biden this and Biden that. Well, that don't work anymore, so I don't know what you're supposed to do.
Bidenites, hardcore Biden people mad about getting rid of Biden, which I get.
That's made up, first off.
You don't think there's any people like that? No, I heard them. I was in the coffee shop, and I heard them talking.
Is that where they're at?
Yeah. They get up there, they ask for some Sanka, and then they sit down and talk about how much they mad about Biden. I think if those people are people who have either had their keys taken away recently by their children or children who had to take their daddy's keys away and are still sore over it. I think that Biden, if he had a bad debate, people say one bad debate and they kick you off a ticket. But
sure, yeah.
That debate, it wasn't just a bad debate. People have bad debates. This was a debate that highlights your most fatal flaw. Like, everything that people are worried about you in the debate, it wasn't even a debate. It was just him turning around going, I am old and sick.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Look at here. Oh, I ain't going to make it. I mean, that's more than a bad debate. Now, in his defense, if we only judged, presidents by how they talk and communicate and campaign and come across and seem healthy.
If that was the case, he probably would have won that debate, even as is.
Do you think there's any truth to the accusation that Republicans say, hey, y'all lied about him, he's in decline? First of all, I don't know how they lie. I guess the lie is, well, no, he looks bad, but when he's president at home with his shoes off, he's top notch. And they're saying, no, he was like this the whole time.
Right.
Do you think there's any truth to that, or you think he was doing a good job running things? We just couldn't see it.
Well, who was really running things? Obama, like I say, if I buy that, then I gotta buy it all, right? Oh, but it's a shadow thing. It's a this, it's a that. No, he was running things. He thought he still, we had to, like you said.
No, you can buy parts of it. You don't got to buy the whole thing.
Well, I don't know.
You can buy, like, maybe he was drifting off and, meetings.
Well, we saw that, him doing that. Everybody saw that. He's 80-something years old, but everybody decided, well, who else going to be? Might as well be him again. And, there it was. And then there it was, oh, yeah, why did we do this?
Yeah. I think you think, well, he'll make it. Because we all think of people who are real old but still get their jabs in, like Sophia on Golden Girls.
Oh, yeah. She's good.
She'd be a good president.
She'd be the best first woman president. I guess it's got to be Kamala, but, I vote for her if
they let fake elderly women who had scripted strokes and were racist into the president office, then yes, she would have been a great president.
How many of those are they not? Woman and what else?
Stroke.
Well,
racist.
I don't know about the,
But she's nice, and at the end she said, you know what, Pussycat, you were right. I was wrong. I learned a lesson today. Now let's get out of here and something racist joke.
Yeah.
You want some cheesecake?
What? Cheesecake?
Listen, Jackie, I tell you what. Oh, I mean, a small digression, but they're making a new TV show coming out.
Yeah.
It's going to have Nathan Lane on it.
Who's he?
Nathan Lane?
Yeah.
Hakuna Matata?
Who's what?
Hakuna Matata.
Matatas.
The little meat rat that goes Hakuna Matata.
I like a meat rat, man. I like Animal Planet. Yeah, he's
Bird
good.
Cage. He's in the Bird Cage. You ever seen that one?
Well, there's birds on there too, but it's mostly Meat Rat Manor. It's on there. That's good. I watch reruns of it, but if he's on that, then he's good. Yeah,
that's not what I'm. He's going to be on a new show, and he's got a couple of friends, and they're all gay, and his mama is Linda Lavin, and they live, I think, in Palm Springs, and they're all of a certain age, and they get up to hijinks out there, all living in the same house together.
Where they live?
Maybe Palm Springs or somewhere like that.
Linda Lavin.
In the desert. Alice.
Oh, Alice, kiss my grits. Alice.
That's Flo.
That's Flo's was Alice's friend. Yeah.
She's on. This is what like talking to Biden.
I guess so. I didn't know she was still alive, but good for her. If she got to be as old as Biden.
She's older than Biden. They signed her to a TV show. She's like 86.
Well, that's being on a show living in the house with a bunch of people. That's different than running a free world. So let's not compare the two. People like to do that all the time. Well, what about old Mick Jagger's? And look at old Harrison Ford's. They're doing okay. Yeah, but they, it's 2 hours out of the day they got to do anything, right?
Yeah, and they have a bunch of people helping them. I guess that's the same as the president.
Same
really.
as the president. You come think about it.
You got to have a long. You got to do a little bit more as president in the show part of it, like showing up, pretending to be healthy, that part.
Trying to be, yeah.
But now he's out there riding a bicycle and, looking good.
Well, I mean, the pressure's off now. Now he don't fall over. If he's running for president, he'd come out there, he'd trip, fall, all this stuff.
That's how it goes.
Nobody look at him now. He's just riding along, just doing what he wants to do.
That's how it goes.
Yep.
Did he ride? Was he on like a long trip, or you think they shot that and then they just out of camera range, somebody flew in a gurney, they choppered him out?
He don't know nobody looking at him. He don't,
It's so much more. Remember when we could make a bunch of Biden's old jokes?
Yeah.
And now look what that got us. A resurgent Democratic Party.
Yeah.
You think she's gone? Okay, so let's just recap. Biden, old. Nobody liked him.
Gone. There's no point in even talking about him. Might as well be dead at this point. Let's just say it.
Worthless.
He's out riding his bike. He can do all sorts of stuff. Nobody gonna pay attention unless he adds people to the Supreme Court in these last few months, and whatever he does, nobody gonna pay attention to. That's it.
A lifetime of public service flushed down the toilet because he outlived his purpose.
Here's the three things he could do if he wanted to get attention. Like, you know how Trump, I need a press conference. I need this. I need that. Nobody talked about me. If Biden wants anybody to talk about him, he could add Supreme Court members, pardon Hunter Biden, or pardon Trump. Those are the three things he could do in order to get any attention whatsoever.
I think he should just do them all.
At the same time.
Yeah. And I got another thing for you.
I ain't too old for this, am I?
Hey.
What's this?
Wait, hold on a minute. I ain't done. I'd also like to see him, if I were, what's that guy's name that did The Apprentice? Mark Burnett?
Yeah.
If I were Mark Burnett and had not decided to throw myself off a cliff for my contributions to world history, I would sign Biden up to do The New Apprentice. I think first of all, it'd be a hit TV show. Give Biden something good to do. He could sit in a chair. He doesn't have to do much more than that. Give Hunter something to do. Remember?
What's he going to do on it?
The Trump kids were on it too, weren't they?
I didn't watch it. I don't know who was on it other than who he fired. It was him and I fire you. That was all I knew about it.
If he wanted to divorce Jill or open their relationship up to a throuple, maybe he could be a new golden bachelor.
What if you confused Trump supporters, if you had The Apprentice, Joe Biden, but it's always Hunter, and he fires his own son for being a screw-up at the end of every episode? They wouldn't. How would they like that show? Would they like that? Would be confusion. They wouldn't know where to tune in.
They wouldn't want to watch Biden on TV, period.
That's true, yeah.
Actually, though, what The Apprentice should be is at the end of Biden hosts it, and at the end of every episode, he gets fired. It may be a little too much like real life.
Well, he gets pushed out before the end of the episode. I'm
still hosting it.
No, somebody else will be doing the firing, sir.
And the ratings go way up at the end of every. That poor Joe Biden. I mean, it's not just getting kicked out; it's getting kicked out. And like, can you believe what a great decision we made kicking him out?
It's like, who was he? It's like everything's completely. I mean, again, the only one that's upset about him being gone is the one person who, beat him in the debate, I suppose. Who else is it? Him and Trump. Is that it? Who else?
A good show would be them golfing together. No, listen. He doesn't have to go to jail. He can drop out of the race. Just he put him on TV. Him and Biden golfing together every week. They didn't have bad chemistry.
Somebody was saying this, and I don't believe this to be true for a second. They were saying, because, and again, we hadn't talked about any of this stuff for so long. So right now, as we said, Kamala and Walz, hunting Walz out there, him and his hunting dog and his guns out there, them two, they're playing the arenas and doing big shows, and tons of people are coming and all this. I lost my train of thought. Completely just went out the window. I don't know what the hell I was trying to say.
That's cool. We're bringing in a new co-host right now.
Who is it?
It's Hunter Biden.
It come back. They're saying, it ain't, points. She looked like, they're saying Florida is in play. Things of that nature, just insane things in a short amount of time. And now people are saying, okay, if you make a deal with him, he don't want to be humiliated. Of course, he's already setting up that it's IA and computers are making all this look, he's already ready to say it's fake, the whole thing. She's not real. She's fake. She ain't really black. She ain't Indian. She ain't, none of it's real. But there's someone was saying, I don't know if it's Scar Capucci or who it was saying, if you go to him and make a deal with him to drop out so he doesn't have to be humiliated, beaten by a woman of color, but if you make a deal that he doesn't go to prison, he's liable to do that. He would drop out of the race. But who makes that deal? That doesn't make any sense to me. Who could even make that deal?
His kids ain't going to do it.
No. I mean, how could they if they wanted to?
They're not in charge. First of all, there's nobody he would listen to. There's nobody who has the power to make that deal. And there's nobody who has the power over him, and nobody has the power to, keep him from going to jail. That's 8 different people that could put him in jail.
And he can't make, out of the deal, he couldn't make one deal with none of them. That just ain't going to happen. That's just the dumbest thing I ever heard.
Should we read Art of the Deal? Did you ever read it? I know he didn't write it, but
no, I didn't read. The guy who does write it goes on CNN every week and says that I wrote it and he's crazy.
I didn't think you read it, but I remember you had that Lee Iacocca book around for years and years, and it wind up down at the store, and people put their beers on it, and it got all them little circles on his face and everything.
Yeah.
Do you ever read that Lee Iacocca book?
I might have flipped through it now and then, and I think somebody did leave Arts of Deals down at the store once a long time ago. This was long before politics or anything. He was a big Democrat then. Somebody left that there. I think I was reading. I said to get it out of there. But I remember somebody left it down there reading it and left it, and it kind of sat around and got little stains, barbecue stains on it, and bear circles, everything else.
You put enough barbecue sauce on it, probably be better eating than reading.
Right.
On that book.
I ain't gonna eat a book. But
Not the Lee Iacocca one, I guess, the Trump one. I don't know about the Lee Iacocca one. What was he? Was he an asshole too?
They're all rich, I don't know how. Let me tell you how I got rich. Well, yeah, I don't know. People like to hear that. There's a big popular show. Remember that show? Take you to the house, look around in it. Let me show you how I get rich and famous.
Yeah. That was more just like, here's, I got rich, and here's everything I bought.
Pretty much, yeah. They don't even tell you how they got rich most times.
No, it's just like, look here.
He got from oil, media, conglomerate, or whatever it is.
If they told, like, them books are boring, like, here's how I did it, and what you ought to do now, listen to me, I'm rich. Those are boring, but hell, it's better than, like, I'm rich, look here at everything I got. These sheets are soft. Your skin ain't never going to feel nothing like this. Your skin is crying out. Oh, let me touch it. They ain't going to get to. My skin is pampered and wealthy. Your skin is dry and poor.
You look at that. Now, billionaires. Look, you talk about skin. Look at Trump got makeup all over his face. I don't want to look at his skin. I don't care how rich you are. I don't want to look at nobody's skin. What the old Fox News, Murdoch's. Look at how his skin ain't smooth. Look at it. I don't even know what that is.
That would be a good show for rich people when they get that old and harmful. Look at this. Look at it. That's what you said. Look at it.
Look at this. Look at what's going on me now. I don't want to see none of it.
I tell you what, it doesn't matter how rich you are. At some point, you just look like a shriveled up pile of bones and
well, that's what meat. That's what it is. Well, if you're lucky, you got some meat on it, but usually just shriveled up bones all left. Poor old Clint Eastwood, bless his heart. You see him these days?
He's all bones.
He's all bones is what they did. Making a movie still, but I guess some bones can make a movie just as good as a cowboy can. I guess I don't know. How old is he? They didn't run him off his job. They didn't run him off his movie.
Not yet.
Well, that's true.
That he should just make movies about skeletons. Now I know there ain't been a good one in a long time.
Time. It's a good skeleton movie. I like skeleton. I like a good
But I think now Eastwood skeleton coming this Halloween.
He ain't ever made. He made killing movies that sneak up on you and kill you. They did. He did make some scary movies.
Oh, like that's what it's called. Skillington.
What?
The Skillington.
Skellington.
It sounds like skillet. But that ain't what I'm saying. He's a skeleton who kills people.
Oh,
Skillington.
Okay, Skellington.
Skillington.
He gonna be the bad guy now because he old.
I guess he could be a skeleton that kills people for good.
Yeah, kill bad people. That's what he always did. Just get him, kill, wrong people.
Yeah, he could be the bones of somebody they kill come back to life.
Oh, that's good there. I don't know what movie it is he's making, but somebody give him that idea. I'd like to see Revenge again. I like it when he goes kills people that are bad. That's what he does. That's what he does best in movies.
Just kill people who need it.
Pretty much. I mean, sometimes people get in the way, but most of the time it's who it's supposed to be that dies.
Do you watch The Beekeeper? That's a good
I
one.
still ain't seen that.
That's a good one.
And I still ain't seen it yet, and I want to. I don't understand that man sometimes.
Yeah, that's all you need to know.
He don't do a whole lot of talking anyway. He just kicking and fighting, which I like.
If you can understand him saying 2 words, that's all you need in this one.
Then that's fine. I've seen him in some other stuff I like. What's the one? The Transformer.
Yep.
Where he drives him around everywhere. Get out and kick your butt. Get out of the way. I'm trying to get him there.
Yep.
Yeah, he'll get out of the car and whoop your butt. But bald-headed. But I ain't seen it. I like animals. I like it. That sounds good. Beekeeper, because I want to see him looking after the animals.
You'd like it. Oh, man, I wish I could tell. I don't want to spoil nothing for nobody if they ain't saying beekeeper yet. I'd go into the whole thing right now and just talk you through it. Because I know you'd be like, that sounds good. And you're like, oh, no. And then, yeah, he got him. Folks, let me tell you, that's the kind of thrill ride you're in if you watch Beekeeper.
I'm looking forward to the Beekeeper. I need to look at that. Is that on one of them or something?
Yeah, it's on one of them.
I'll look at it because I ain't seen it yet.
That'd be a good show, too. I'd like that, is watching movies with Biden. Like a podcast, the movie watching podcast. Maybe you get one with Biden, just to sit around him and a couple people, like a comedian and, a witty producer.
I'd listen, I mean, just to hear what he say about a movie. He wouldn't remember half of them. What did we say last week?
Shit, we do that every time we get on here.
That's true. That's true.
He's 3 times our age.
Yep. It's time for him to go. Bless his heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God bless him.
Well, we'll see what happens next on.
We didn't talk about. Wait, what did we miss? Walz. We didn't talk about him.
Walz.
What about J.D. Vance? He hates women of any age.
Oh yeah, and we need to make a retraction. I think last time we said he did something to a couch, and it turns out that that's not true.
But we, as a nation, decided it didn't matter.
We're gonna say it anyway, so we'll keep on saying it. I'm not gonna say it, but I might snicker and titter at it when I hear somebody else say about it. Yeah.
Like, I mean, is Biden too old to be president? Who knows? But we as a nation decided he was.
He was, yeah.
And then we got real excited when they pushed a man who had dedicated his life to democracy into a ditch with his brittle bones and skull.
It's better for everybody, though, now.
Well, I mean, for him, though?
Well, he got back up. He's on the bike. He's fine. He'll be all right.
Right. I'm like, yeah, they were... He was on a real short bike ride just in camera range. But now I'm thinking about it. They're like, they got the shot of him, and then everybody just leaves. He's just going down the trail. It's like, hey,
he'll still be out there for all we know.
Where's everybody? I hope not. It's cold at night.
It is cold. Yeah.
I mean, it's summertime. It's hot, but for him, he's probably freezing.
Cold. He's paper thin skin. Yeah. That's how it gets.
He was wearing a scarf on that bicycle, wasn't he?
I hope so. He better be.
But not too long.
Well,
not
like
now
it don't
Who.
matter. I guess it don't matter. You know what I mean?
He's president now.
He is, but
Republicans say that he ain't running the show now. That he's got Alzheimer's. Which, I mean, some of their favorite presidents had Alzheimer's.
That's true.
I don't know why. Honestly, I don't know why Republicans don't like Biden, except for him being a Democrat. Because it's just an attitude. Everything just seems to kind of line up with what Republicans like. Old, didn't want to leave the office.
Usually, an old man wearing a suit, banging his fist down on the desk saying, I'm a capitalist.
They love it.
That's top of the list usually, but not anymore.
Not anymore.
Well, it doesn't. I guess no, he ain't on nobody's list right now.
No.
Time to go with it. Like again, he's best for everybody. Best good. What Walz? What do you got to say about him? He did to Coach Walz.
I don't know. When they pick their vice presidents, we always come in and say something about them.
Yeah. What do you want to say? I mean,
I don't have anything. I guess those days are done.
Yeah.
Well, everything's changed. Flipsy, flopsy, tipsy, turvy. And
3 weeks from now, we could come back and talk about something completely different. Who the hell knows?
Beekeeper.
Beekeeper. I'm going to see that. Between now and then, I'm going to try to see Beekeeper. That sounds pretty good.
Felicia Rashad's in it.
Who?
Felicia Rashad's Bill Cosby's wife. TV
bless
wife.
Her heart. Good for her. I like it when she gets work. She needs to have stuff she can do. Yeah.